Welcome back to another episode of Transitions from War. I'm your host, Mike Ergo, a Marine Corps veteran. I've returned from Iraq and faced the challenges of PTSD, addiction, and grief to create a new life that is balanced and healthy in mind, body, and spirit. I'm joined by fellow Marine Rich Strayling, and together we talk about our journey to mental and physical health through endurance sports. Each episode will share some of our journey or interview inspired veterans and subject matter experts to help us find that purpose and connection we all crave. If you have any questions, comments, or topic ideas, feel free to email me at mike@transitionsformore.com. And if you enjoy the show, consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your audio. As always, thanks for listening, everyone, and let's get to the show. And we're back.
Back.
Nailed that. You can't even tell it's two voices saying it.
Back.
You think people like lose their minds? Been like, they're not aligned with it.
Guys, what are you even doing?
You're like 80 something episodes deep and you can't even nail that.
What the hell? Hey guys, we're trying to nail this at the speed of light from across 4,000 miles or 5,000 something.
From across the pond.
From across an entire ocean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's hard because the Iron Curtain gets in the way.
Yes, it does. Yeah, like the light, the electricity hits Poland and slows down.
Yes, this
halfway
is
through Berlin. It's like stop.
It goes through a big tube through Atlantic and then just stops in Poland because these fucking people.
Too busy programming Cyberpunk 2077 patch.
Do people in Estonia talk shit about the Polish?
No, that's largely like an American phenomenon.
American thing.
Yeah,
I don't get it, man. Polish are bad motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, I think it was because they were like later than the Germans and Italians, and then
they're just the newest immigrants. And like, what do we got of them? I don't know.
And then it stuck. We're still telling Polish jokes, and they started in like 1890.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they've just like had massive kingdoms and empires and slayed bodies all over the place.
Yeah, they had an empire that I like never really knew about, even that like expanded all the way out here to like close to Estonia and stuff.
Yeah. Welcome back to Polish History with Mike and Rich.
Yes. It's funny because I like Resh Pospolita, something like that. And I had never even heard of it. Yeah, whatever.
Well, neither have I until now. Or maybe I read it.
I took AP European history. I feel like I should know that. And like, nope.
Well, it just seems like European history, as someone who's from Europe genetically, consists of largely of, and this guy built a fucking castle, and then they had this kingdom, and then they like fought over this, and this became part of this country. And then they killed those motherfuckers, and then they lost it all again.
And then there were the wars, the World War I and World War II, and everybody died. And yeah.
Speaking of everybody dying, man, how you doing on this 75 chub?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Like today I hit my, I'll call it post-pandemic low weight.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good. And like that calisthenics workout thing that I'm doing, it keeps adding volume every week, and I'm able to hang with it, feeling stronger, looking a little bit better, like you can see a difference, but
I can see seriously. No, I could when we signed on today, for real.
Yeah. Both our faces are like taking up less of the screen.
Body fat is melting away, my friend. I wouldn't say I'm hashtag shredded quite yet, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling hashtag less fat.
Better than being hashtag fat as fuck.
Exactly.
Like, oh my God.
Now I'm just fat, not fat as fuck.
Yeah, just drop that as fuck. Thank you.
Yes, we can drop the as fuck now. Yeah, man, I feel calmer, except today I had way too much. I had way too strong Four Sigmatic coffee. And so I was kind of on a,
This is stuff that has mushrooms in it, right?
yeah, it's like lion's mane. And then I took some so the lion's mane one is half calf, but it's supposed to help you think better. And then there's like extra caffeine. There's a new one out. And so today I made coffee that was a mix of the two, and I'm just wired. Dude, still wired from this morning.
The lion's mane is no joke, man. I'm gonna give it a little shout out, a little plug. We're not sponsored by these people, but Malama mushrooms. It's Malama. Mushroom company out of the Big Island of Hawaii. My brother works for them. And he's giving me a few bags of like this powdered lion's mane that I add to, protein shakes. I add them to, you can add it to coffee, or just like a true savage, put it in some water and just go, take it down like that. No, it's nice, like calm focus. I like that. Nice, calm focus. Yeah, so I do that. Sometimes I'll do some reishi. What I really like before a hard workout is some cordyceps, which really, I'm gonna sound like such a bro scientist right now. It fucking like makes you like your blood like have more air in it. So like you can like fucking get a pump. Yeah, no, it helps you, especially with the cardio.
Yeah, I just eat beets for that, because I'm in Eastern Europe.
Nice.
Beets. Pea like brown after that.
You peeing like Michigan failure? Water?
No, you had borscht today. Thank you. Michigan water. Oh.
Hey, bro, if you're not pissing like Flint, Michigan water, like you're wrong. Yeah, man, I feel good. So Friday I did a stretch for my workout, so it wasn't really a workout, but I wanted to keep that Peloton thing going, streak. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I did fucking no workouts. So the streak is broken. The streak is broken, but you know what?
We're 75 chub, not 75 hard, so you don't have to start over.
Exactly.
Just get back on the habit, right?
Right. We're half-massing this all the way through, man.
Yes, exactly.
And it's okay. I feel good about having the rest, actually.
80% of life is just showing up, and we're just showing up half-cocked. And that's like the whole point. Man, I did I think Saturday or Sunday. It was Sunday. We went to IKEA.
Yeah.
So I hit the gym formally on Saturday. Like there's 5 workouts in the week that I'm accomplishing here.
Yeah.
But then I'll do like yoga or like walking or running for the other 2 days. And this weekend I felt like I got a workout because like they opened a new IKEA that actually looks like an IKEA where they route you through so you can impulse buy the whole store.
Ooh.
So we went out there to that and, got all the stuff for upcoming life event. And then that evening I had to get like a new car seat with like this special mount. I don't know if they have mounts in the States for those, but the European ones, they have like this special standard mount for like the baby reverse, so you can put it backwards and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like a beast carrying that shit out. Like I was like, all right, active shoulders. It felt like some sort of weird, like doing the farmer's walk,
Oh, yeah. Wait, so since it's a Swedish owned company, do they just, when you carry stuff out, do they just stay neutral and not help?
Yes. No, that was, yeah. So we went to IKEA. That one I didn't carry anything out. We ordered delivery for that shit. But yeah, then later I had to go do the car seat thing, and it was fun, man. It was fun. I officially have my Estonian driver's license now, which is cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was the what do you call it? The bucket list item I never actually wanted to have.
Would you just drive around the streets of Estonia blaring Rick Ross and be like, "What's up, bitch? I can drive in your country."
What's up? Yeah, it's weird, man. The signs here are weird. It was just a weird experience, but hey, it was cool. Got that going. But yeah, so the workouts are good. The meditation keeps me like calmer.
Yeah.
you know, and it even keeps me calm in like things that I wouldn't expect. Like, you ever do the cold shower, like just for the hell of it?
Oh,
Like that, like
yeah, all
finish
the
the shower
time.
cold? Yeah.
Bro, I
What
start a shower cold.
you start a shower cold? Yeah, screw that. I shave in the shower. I ain't about that life. You get
Yeah, well, I don't know if
razor
you forgot
burn.
about California, but we don't have lots of water here. So I just get
Oh
in,
yeah.
rinse off that hair, do basically a PT shower, get the hot zones, and
Endorphins
then
going.
yeah, and then get out.
Yeah.
Swift, silent, and
Today
deadly, bro.
I usually shiver in the shower, if I turn it cold. And today hopped in and I was like, it ain't bad. I don't know. It was like some weird side between like the working out and the meditation. It seems to have like a positive effect on just keeping me more balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And
There's something nice about a cold shower, especially if you're feeling low energy too. Taking a
mm-hmm.
cold shower is like zing, hello.
Yeah. Um, I will say diet wise, it's nice to not be doing like a crazy slow carb or something because it is nice to be able to eat pizza,
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
have some sort of sweet that you can eat, like a little bit of ice cream because it's no candy, no bread, no booze. It
yeah.
doesn't say anything about ice cream.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
I had a
yeah, I
nice
mean,
little ice cream sundae yesterday, and it was delicioso, my friend.
yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm sure if I was doing slow carb, I'd be under 199 or something right now. But I'm maintaining it, which is what I consider to be important.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, here's what I know is that generally speaking, doing the massive volume that it's going to require me to do to train up for the Ironman World Championships next year in Kona, I will be swimming, biking, running my ass off, literally shrinking. So I'm okay right now, just throwing muscles, or excuse me, throwing weights around, gaining muscle, and then easing myself into this. I guess is easing into it, even though these workouts are pretty intense. Um, but yeah, man, it's just as good habits begets more good habits, and
yeah, I actually just finished Atomic Habits audiobook today.
James Clear, love it.
Yeah, he's a it's a great book. But the idea that a new habit should take you no more than 2 minutes, and then you kind of build up from there. I feel
Habit
like what
stacking,
we're
right?
doing, yeah, what we're doing right now is it's more intense version of that for sure. Because we're like, no, I'm not going to start one habit. I'm going to do a 30-minute habit, a 15-minute habit, and a 10-minute habit, and plus drinking a shit ton of water. Let's go.
Habit stack that shit.
Yes, but it creates this like positive effect where each one reinforces the other, right? Like, I mean, that's
Yeah,
kind of, he talks about that in the habit stacking thing.
yeah.
Uh, and I feel like it's been useful.
I think so.
I
So
definitely feel better.
do we want to talk about the concept of habit stacking? So you read it more recently. So tell me if
Oh,
I'm wrong. But the
Jesus.
way I've
Go ahead.
remembered and explained it is that you build a new habit on an existing habit. Like, for example, if I want to do more push-ups and I drink coffee, then I'm doing push-ups every time I drink coffee. And so I'm just stacking that on top of an existing habit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it just makes it easier to build these things. And eventually just doing push-ups becomes a habit. So I can stack something else on top of that. Um, it's harnessing our brain power, or the way we work naturally to have these gains. So we're not totally trying to just invent a new lifestyle, which it's largely overwhelming. We're like, all right, I'm going to do everything new starting now, go. And then the impractical part of that, besides the fact that it's like, holy shit, what do I do? Is that you have to think your way through everything. You have to consciously think your way through everything. Whereas if you've been driving a while, just it's muscle memory. You just do it, right?
Right. When you have to drive with all new signs and stuff, it takes a while to get used to it, you know? But yeah, like, so yeah, I mean, you explained it really well. And so we're trying to put ourselves in a system. Like, that's what we're trying to do, is build a system so that way these habits each support each other and then create like a positive reinforcement cycle.
Yes.
So that's kind of building from habit stacking to this concept of like the flywheel that we were discussing before we got on. But yeah, like, so that's part of the reason that we're doing this, is like just to build the better habits to then become a person who does X rather than a person who does Y, you know?
Yep.
And I mean, I think the experiment is working, you know?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Yeah, I don't feel like stressed about it. I'm not like counting down days till the end of the challenge. I'm just like each day making sure I get in the workout, meditate, read, drink a shit ton of water, you know?
Yep. Yeah, no, I feel the same. I feel the same about it. You know, past challenges I've done like keto challenges, I've done paleo challenges, and the whole time, eventually I start squatting around like Gollum, just being like, my red vines, my precious. Just
I'm gonna get to you.
yeah, like that's what I'm so focused on. And I don't think those things are wrong. It's just I don't do well because I'll go hard in the paint and then I'll rebound the other way. You know, it's just I don't know what it is. If it's the addict mentality in me, where it's like I can't have something, so I want it more, or it just goes so hard that it just you run out of your finite willpower. Unless you're some David Goggins motherfucker who just, you know, loves pain and misery. So you're like, yeah, I'll deadlift, and then tomorrow, you know, back and legs, and then tomorrow
I'll run
100
mile. Yeah, run 100-mile race. That's Goggins is crazy, but yeah,
that's why only a few people in the world are fucking Navy SEALs.
Yeah, and every one of them has written a book, evidently.
I saw this great meme, dude. Is this Navy SEAL, and he's like kneeling down by his buddy who's like got shot and is dying. He's like, "Don't worry, bro. You're gonna be a great chapter in my new book."
Oh, that's so fucked up. It's true though. I mean, to an extent, it seems that way. You know, like you can't. It used to be, you know, you could get a book deal if you were like a sergeant or a corporal in the Marines, but now you got to be a Navy SEAL for a book deal. It's minimum requirement. Yeah. Have you completed BUD/S?
Yeah.
You know, were you just a diver? Because if you were, you don't get a book deal unless you were governor of Minnesota.
Jesse the Body Ventura. Let me tell you what.
Oh shit! All right, so we should probably introduce the concept of flywheel. Now I'm stealing that. It's a virtuous circle, right? But I've had this on the brain because I've been reading Jim Collins' books. So I'll read the definition over here and we can go from there.
Proceed.
Cool. All right. So this is from jimcollins.com, concepts flywheel. And I'm just going to summarize it. So just picture a big, huge, heavy flywheel. And
I can't. What does a flywheel look like?
A flywheel is like a giant wheel.
Okay. Just
picture a giant wheel.
Giant wheel. Okay.
A heavy, massive metal disc mounted horizontally on an axle.
Okay.
He says 30 feet in diameter, 2 feet thick, and weighing about 5,000 pounds. Now, imagine that your task is to get the flywheel rotating on the axle as fast and long as possible. Pushing with great effort, you get the flywheel to inch forward, moving imperceptibly at first. You keep pushing, and after 2 or 3 hours of persistent effort, you get the flywheel to complete one entire turn. You keep pushing, and the flywheel begins to move a little bit faster. And with continued great effort, you move it around a second rotation. You keep pushing in a consistent direction, 3 turns, 4, 5, 6. The flywheel builds up speed. 7, 8. You keep pushing. 9, 10. It builds momentum. 11, 12. Moving faster with each turn. 20, 30, 50, 100. Then at some point, breakthrough. The momentum of the thing kicks in your favor, and you can go on the website to read the rest.
I like that, dude.
So let's talk about how that applies in maybe physical and mental health. I don't know about spiritual. I'm not the guy to ask.
I got excited like that. I just had flashbacks to my buddy Conan the Barbarian spinning that wheel. I want to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
So, we're talking about this flywheel concept and concept of habits, right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, I just said concept twice. Concept of the flywheel in the context of habits. So one of these habits stacks, like with consistent performance, stacks on another. And then we begin to move this flywheel. So we're like working out, so we're eating better. And then the weight comes off. And then guess what? It's a lot fucking easier to do pull-ups without the extra 40 pounds. You know what I mean? Or run without the extra 40 pounds. And then you're able to do more work. You get stronger. And this thing moves faster and faster. You know, your health improves as you eat better. Do you want to talk about how that pertains to mental health as well?
Yeah. Well, when you're eating better, you are delivering the nutrients your body needs for your brain to work better. So you're helping the reuptake of serotonin and dopamine, things that make you feel better. You're probably getting better sleep, which is helping you feel better. You have more energy to do the things that you want to do. So you feel better. So it comes back to living within your values and doing things that are important to you, because now you have the energy and clarity to do such things. And when you do things like that, you feel better about yourself. Is this a cure-all for all mental health challenges? No, it is not, unfortunately. You know, things like bipolar disorder, PTSD, depression, those still will occur. However, they will not have the same magnitude that they do when we're unhinged, just doing things to feel good in the moment that aren't good for us in long term.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're still always going to need treatment for those things, right? But if you have the good positive habits and tools to help manage them, like for example, with PTSD, I can speak from experience. If I'm working out and eating well, and I take lots and lots of fish oil, vitamin D, and stuff that helps me manage some of the symptoms. But like the key thing is not boozing, for example, which I recommend if you're a smoker or a drinker or have ADHD or depression, to look at Andrew Huberman's podcast on that, like the Huberman Lab, because he talks about some of the research. But not in all cases, but sometimes supplementing with like fish oil can help. If you certain amounts of DHA and EPA can help with some of the symptoms. Again, not a cure all right. And I'm not a doctor, so, and I'm not a mental health professional. See a doctor, see a mental health professional, but like just even what people would consider like a normal amount of boozing, like the average of 2 drinks a night. So say you drink like, I don't know, 14 drinks a week, that would average out to 2 drinks a night, can raise like anxiety when you're not drinking. That was really surprising to me. Like some of the bad effects of alcohol, even when it's in small amounts and not like alcohol abuse disorder levels of what you would do, and how that kind of interacts with pre-existing mental health issues is like, so to me, it seemed like I feel just a lot better when we're doing something like this, where we're eating, working out, eating well, working out, not drinking. It's a very, I don't know, to me, it's a flywheel effect. I feel more effective on the daily. My body hurts less.
Yeah, you have more of a buffer against chaos. If things you're doing aren't adding to your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health, then when something relatively small happens, it can derail you completely. However, if you're doing these things that make you healthier in mind, body, and spirit, then when something minor or moderate happens, you have more of a buffer to step back. Like, okay, this sucks, but I think there's a solution. So it doesn't send you completely into panic mode yet, you know?
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, we kind of tailored this to us. Like our challenge is tailored to us for our purposes. So, if someone's thinking about doing it, they can make their own criteria and get an accountability group just like we did and do it, like with their own thing. Like I added meditation. I don't think you guys are doing that. I know you meditate, but I don't think it was part of your.
No, it wasn't explicitly stated.
Chad. Yeah, for me it was explicit, and it was like, I know I need to do this because I just need to be a more patient person. It was like a goal that I had for a long time, so I just said, "Screw it, man! I'm throwing it on here," and it's been a good move for me. God, it's just, I know what it feels like to be on the, the opposite of. So we're talking about the positive flywheel.
Yeah.
There's a flywheel that's made of aluminum and it goes really fast. Actually, it's made of water. It goes really fast and then it goes down porcelain.
Yeah.
And I've been on that one, or like where you just get stuck. And
yeah, exactly. You're like, well, now I'm pissed off. So I'm going to drink more to feel better about that, which is going to make me go to say 7-Eleven and eat cheese dogs, which is going to make me fatter, which is making me more angry, which is making me drink more, which is going to make me more cheese dogs from 7-Eleven.
Or like even reference. with pain. Yeah. With pain, sometimes, you're hurting. Like, even if you're not talking about like, boozing or whatever, you have pain. You decide, oh, I hurt. Maybe your doctor says, oh, yoga's a bad idea for you, or you don't move it. Because that's what
the doctor says, yoga's a bad idea for you, as he takes a drag of his fucking cool 100.
Yoga, I hear it's for hippies.
It's for fucking dirty hippies.
Fucking dirty hippies. Unless you got patchouli and bell bottoms, you don't want to be doing that shit. You start with yoga and then you go to psychedelics. And before you know it, you're hanging out with Charles Manson.
Worshiping fucking goats or some shit.
Yeah. Hanging out with Charles Manson, worshiping goats. All right. But
we were on a roll there. I liked it.
Yes. But the places I wanted to go were so dark, I just stopped. But
you're like, there's what I can say in the Paris and there's what I want to put out in the air.
Exactly. Yeah. But like, so you're in pain. The doctor tells you maybe don't move and then like prescribes opiates. This would have happened in circa 2010, personal experience. And you don't move, you're eating bad because you don't feel the obligation to eat better. And then guess what? All the inflammation, like some of those things cause inflammation if you're eating bad. And then it's just, even without the downward circle of like the substance abuse, you can just have, with the opiates, that could lead to, obviously it did for a lot of people. Start with prescribed painkillers and then go We have a whole opiate like epidemic that, that was kind of covered by that. But just the lack of movement and the feeling of pain and how that interacts with negative like food intake. And when I say negative food intake, I just mean foods that cause people inflammatory response in their body. It's the negative flywheel and you get stuck. And then when you're in pain all the time, it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, have a positive attitude. Mike, do you have a positive attitude when you're feeling like someone's positive attitude? It's very positive. How's that knife in your neck feeling right now? Does you feel great? It's like
so good.
So, Maria, the problem is you don't have a positive attitude. If you had a positive attitude, you wouldn't feel the knife in your neck.
Yeah,
you'd just be like,
call that toxic positivity.
Yes.
So I imagine some people listening to this right now are like, Yeah, Mike and Rich, do good things. No shit, but I'm kind of stuck in this. This is something very overwhelming. Where do I start? Well, I have an idea here,
Okay.
little idea, and there's a few ways to kind of on ramp to get on board here. Let's say you're boozing and you're like, yeah, I'm boozing. This is where I am. I don't want to be boozing, and I'd rather be doing other things that are better for me. How about we start here? How about we start with, okay, every time you have a drink, you add a large glass of water, or, you start stretching, or, you do like a 2 minute stretch or something like that. Stretch your back out, stretch your neck. Then, once that's established, when you drink that glass of water, then you do something else on top of that. Eventually, you can ditch the booze and you can start with the water and you can do the stretching or whatever else it is and kind of like break off from that original habit if you want. So there's ways of getting rid of that. But the one thing that I have, it's actually some wisdom my grandfather shared with me, is instead of trying to eliminate everything bad, what if instead you look at it like a plate of food, right? Instead of eliminating everything bad, you try to crowd it out with healthy things.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Fucking better agree.
Dude, it's hard. Like, if you are thinking like, okay, like, it's one thing with running because you can kind of run drunk, but if you're like, oh,
Hashtag
dude,
Marine Corps mornings.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Friday morning. But if you're like, dude, I need to be able to perform and give my best at the gym, like, you want to get results in a gym, and maybe you don't want to like drink, a handle of whiskey the night before. I don't know who can drink a handle in a night, but I'm sure there's somebody. Then you kind of are, well, in that case, like, the dedication to the gym that you've developed then crowds out the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's keep it simple and let's stick with that. Crowd out the other habit stack and then crowd out the other stuff. So, and instead of focusing all your energy on getting rid of things, consider the possibility of just adding more things that you want to do, which will eventually take more of your focus.
Mm-hmm. And there's yeah, I mean, for someone who's looking at big habit readjustment, definitely I would recommend Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
I think Ray Dalio recommended the Power Habit, but I haven't read that one. So, but Ray Dalio is worth a lot more money than me, so maybe you want to listen to him. Yeah. But like, oh, and if you're like I suppose I should give, this is like the legal reminder. If you are like physically addicted to alcohol, consult a doctor before you decide to quit, because alcohol and benzodiazepines or diazepines, I don't even know how to say it, but those are the two drugs that can like kill you by quitting. Ask Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Why did I just say that?
Hey, Amy. Oh, wait, you're dead. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And
but it's true. Yeah. Yeah. It is true.
Here's a dude, and it helps to also focus on the decision that's in front of you and not think in terms of like, oh, I got to do this for 75 days. Today at lunch, I don't know, I'm going to tell a story. There were options at lunch today at the cafeteria, or the canteen, as they call it out here. And there was creamy chicken pasta, and damn, I wanted that. But then they also had, it was like quinoa with a bunch of vegetables, and it was the lihavaba meat-free option. And I was like, oh, damn it. And I got the quinoa, and it actually filled me up, but I'm still like, now I want to go eat some damn pasta. But it worked out. But that was my one that, I just focused on that and made the right choice.
Yeah.
I've eaten so many vegetables today, bro. So many vegetables. Got to rebuild that microbiome. Something like 30 different vegetables a week or some crap like that. I don't know. That's what some headline said.
Sounds good to me.
Well, yeah, but yeah, crowd out the bad. do you, boo. You do you, boo.
You do,
The
boo.
upcoming
Boo.
the upcoming self-help book from Mike and Rich. You,
Yeah, exactly.
you, boo.
Exactly.
A case of cultural appropriation.
Exactly. Hashtag just do shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Just do shit. Fuck. Yeah, man. I would love to hear, if anyone's listening out there other than well, it would be your mom. My mom probably doesn't know how to download a podcast. But I would love to hear from the listeners if anyone's thinking about making their own challenge.
Yeah.
Or if they're in a spot where they want to improve habits or whatnot. What questions do they have?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. That'll be great to hear.
Yeah. And if you're thinking, I don't know if I should email this podcast, mike@transitionsfrommore.com. Fucking do it.
Just fucking do shit.
Just fucking do it. Do it right now as you're listening.
Just send an email.
Click the little link in the show notes. Just do it. Start composing it. The subject could be like, oh, fucking, I don't know, challenge. And write us a sentence or two.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, I think we've covered this for today. I feel good about it.
I think we did all right. Did all right.
Yeah.
Did all right.
And so if you guys want to hear something different, you want to hear something we haven't talked about or hear more about something we've mentioned, you let us know. Let us know. Mike@transitionsfrommore.com. Rich, if you're lucky, I might even get you an email address if you want.
Oh, that would be nice. I don't know that I want another email to check. If someone out there is a graphic designer, maybe you can make this huge stone flywheel and then like a neutral zone and then like a toilet flywheel under. That would be awesome.
I like that.
Just I'm just envisioning what we just discussed, and it's a stone flywheel over a toilet.
Yeah, I like it.
With like a bunch of neutral space.
I like it a lot.
Sorry, man. Hey, guys, why don't you do an episode on how to treat your ADHD? Rich?
You motherfuckers. Yeah. Mike, why do you swear so much?
God, guys, I listen to this with my kids in the car. I don't really find your choice of language appropriate. Can you please release a bleeped version of your podcast? And please also bleep any words that you use that you think ought to be bleeped, like circle jerk, for example.
Exactly. Well, if you're listening to this with your kids, you are officially a bad parent.
Yeah, we don't even listen to this with our kids. So
yeah, exactly. So to any kids listening to this right now with their parents, just know your parents are bad parents. You shouldn't listen to what they say. Don't come home on time. Do whatever you want.
Just don't repeat anything you've heard here.
Yeah, exactly. Especially not shit, fuck, motherfucker. Oh, wait. Can't say those ones.
Oh, we got our own George Carlin.
Ass, cock, balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we've
alienated our entire audience.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's move on to politics.
All right. Yes.
Well, before we get too crazy.
So, I was I was going to bring up some religion stuff. Oh, God.
Let me tell you, these fucking Democrats, I'll tell you what. All right.
Oh, man.
How about this, man? I got a dachshund barking at me to get in the room. Yeah, exactly. So until next week, drink water,
meditate,
kill bodies. Yo. All right, everyone, that'll do it for this week of Transitions for More. Go ahead and subscribe to the show, follow it. Find us on Facebook, Instagram. You can email me, mike@transitionsformore.com with any questions or ideas for the show. And please send the show to people you know who might need to listen to it. Leave us a rating and review on iTunes if you get a chance. And just thanks for listening. All right, everyone. See you next week. Bye-bye.